Good night and welcome back to my fibro journey. Tonight is Insomnia Night and I'm recording this holding my phone, so it will be a little shaky, so I apologize in advance. One of the most disturbing symptoms of fibromyalgia, chronic fatigue, and many other chronic illnesses that cause pain is insomnia. And usually I don't have many of those nights, but tonight is one of those nights. So usually when I have an insomniac night, I used to just beat myself up about it, and stress out and say, oh, you lost an hour. Oh, you lost another hour. You lost another hour. And then you just toss and turn, flipping the pillows until the alarm goes off and you lost a whole night's sleep. And then you get to work and you're supposed to put in a day like if you have had a full night's sleep, and actually you really only have 4 good hours in you on a good day. And when you have an insomniac night before, you barely have 30 minutes. So there are 5 things that I do that helps making an insomniac night a little better, and I want to share them with you tonight, and hopefully it can help you or someone you know, or even if you don't have a chronic illness, you suffer from occasional insomnia. So the first thing I do is I don't panic. Once I wake up, I'm like, okay, I just woke up and I know why. Because this is a symptom of a disease that I have, and it happens sometimes, and that's just what it is. And then you just accept that that's what it is. So I don't panic. The second thing I do is I do a physical assessment of my body, and I ask myself, are you too hot? Are you too cold? Do you need to pee? Do you need to switch clothes or something like that? And then I do that, if that's what it is. You need to drink some water, because sometimes you wake up because you're thirsty. The third thing I do is examine my feelings, and I do this as objectively as I can. And I just ask myself, what are you feeling right now? What were you feeling today that you couldn't acknowledge because you were having to do other things that didn't require feelings, get along in the office or something like that. So I examine these feelings objectively. The fourth thing that I do is I express them. I come into the mirror and I speak them. I'm feeling stressed out. I'm feeling anxious. I'm feeling worried. I'm feeling angry. If there is somebody that I need to speak these feelings to, I pretend I'm speaking to that person, and I speak those feelings to that person. Or I write a letter. If I don't feel like being confrontational like that in that moment, I would just use that energy that I have from all this adrenaline that I'm feeling from the anxiety and the stress, and I would put it to good use. So I would just clean one room in my house that wouldn't bother anybody, like maybe the bathroom, or I would do a power hour in the living room, something like that, something productive that would improve my life, improve the quality of my life. I would maybe make some biscuits or something for my family to have in the morning for breakfast. That will speed up things in the morning, right? I would put on my clothes. I would put on my daughter's clothes. I would pack some snacks and some lunch in her lunch bag, so that in the morning, when I wake up tired, I will have had these things done already and everything can go smoothly. So I express myself in a positive way by doing something to improve my life and not focus on this person that has been giving me a hard time, right? And the fifth and final thing that I do is I take something that will help me feel sleepy, feel calm, or help me to sleep. And one of those things is simple as a glass of milk or a banana. They say that those help you sleep. I'm not sure, but I eat one and then I go to sleep, so maybe it does work, or maybe I was just tired. And finally, some supplements can work. My favorite one is glycine, and I would take 1 gram and then I would be asleep in 1 hour. But if you're gonna take these, just run it by your doctor first to make sure that everything's okay, but it's generally well tolerated. Sometimes, bonus, I brush my teeth again, and then I'm feeling fresh, right? So then I can go back to bed. I know, it's crazy, but it works. And when I get to bed, I snuggle down and I listen to inspirational music if that's what I'm feeling to do, or sleep stories. I like listening to those as well. And I tell myself, if you don't sleep, it's okay. You're on the bed to take a rest. You know what I mean? So I just lie down and I let my body rest and try not to force myself into going to sleep or force myself into feeling guilty for not going to sleep. Eventually I do fall asleep. Sometimes I don't. And that's just what happens, you know? But at least I have taken care of my mental health in that time, and I'm taking care of my body as best as I could in that time. And I have also taken care of the environment that I live in, my house, and the people around me. So despite having an insomniac night, I did improve the quality of my life somehow, in some small way. To recap, the 5 things that I do when I have an insomniac night: I don't panic. I assess my physical situation. I examine my feelings. I express my feelings. And then I take something to help me sleep, like food or supplements. Talk to your doctor. Anyway, that's it for this Insomniac Night session. I hope that this was some kind of help to you or someone you know with an invisible illness. If you have tried any of these tips, or you have some tips of your own that you use when you're having an insomniac night, please leave them in the comments below, because you can never have enough of these tips. Caring is sharing. If you liked watching this video, please give a thumbs up. If you want to hear more about me and see more about my journey, please subscribe to this channel, and see you later. And until then, live your best life. Bye.